The Forgotten Key. In the quaint village of Ravensbrook, nestled between rolling hills and dense forests, a sense of peace and tranquility prevailed. However, an old mansion on the outskirts of the village cast a long, eerie shadow over its serenity. The mansion had been abandoned for decades, ever since the mysterious disappearance of its owner, Professor Eli Carter, an eccentric scientist rumored to have been working on groundbreaking yet controversial experiments. One chilly autumn evening, as the golden leaves rustled in the wind, a young journalist named Clara Mitchell arrived in Ravensbrook. Clara was determined to uncover the truth behind Professor Carter's disappearance, a mystery that had baffled locals for years. She believed the key to the enigma lay within the mansion's forgotten walls. Clara parked her car near the mansion's wrought iron gate, its intricate designs now corroded with time. She pushed the gate open, its creak echoing through the stillness. With a flashlight in hand and a camera slung over her shoulder, she ventured up the overgrown path leading to the mansion. As Clara approached the grand entrance, she noticed the front door slightly ajar. Taking a deep breath, she pushed it open and stepped inside. The interior was frozen in time, a testament to the years of neglect. Dust-coated furniture, cobwebs hanging from chandeliers, and the faint scent of decay greeted her. Her flashlight beam danced across the walls, illuminating faded portraits of stern-looking ancestors. Clara's heart raced with a mix of fear and excitement. She moved cautiously, her footsteps echoing on the wooden floorboards. Suddenly, her light caught a glint of metal on the floor, an old, ornate key. Curiosity piqued. Clara picked up the key, its intricate design suggesting it opened something significant. She pocketed it and continued exploring. She wandered through the mansion, reaching a heavy wooden door at the end of a long corridor. The door seemed out of place, reinforced with iron and adorned with cryptic symbols. With trembling hands, Clara inserted the key into the lock. It fit perfectly. She turned it, and the door creaked open, revealing a dimly lit staircase descending into darkness. Gathering her courage, Clara descended the stairs, each step amplifying her sense of unease. At the bottom, she discovered a hidden laboratory filled with strange contraptions, vials of unknown substances, and scattered notes. In the center of the room was a large, covered object. Clara approached it, her heart pounding, and pulled off the dusty sheet. Beneath it lay a massive, mechanical device, unlike anything she had ever seen. It hummed faintly, still operational after all these years. Clara found Professor Carter's journal nearby and began to read. His entries detailed his experiments on time travel, a theory he had devoted his life to proving. Suddenly, a soft humming sound filled the room. Clara turned to see the device powering up, its dials and gauges flickering to life. Panic set in as she realized the machine was activating. Before she could react, a blinding light enveloped her. When the light subsided, Clara found herself standing in the same laboratory, but everything was pristine and new. The once dusty equipment gleamed, and the air was filled with a strange energy. She heard footsteps and turned to see a man entering the room, Professor Eli Carter. "Who are you?" he demanded, his eyes wide with shock. Clara, equally stunned, explained her presence and showed him the journal. Realization dawned on Professor Carter's face as he pieced together what had happened. The machine had worked, transporting Clara back in time to the very moment of his disappearance. Together, they worked to stabilize the machine and find a way to return Clara to her own time. Hours passed in a blur of frantic calculations and adjustments. Finally, they succeeded in recalibrating the device. As Clara prepared to leave, she thanked the professor, who handed her a small metallic object. "Take this," he said. "It's the key to unlocking the truth. Use it wisely." With a final nod, Clara stepped into the machine's chamber, and the blinding light returned. She felt a disorienting jolt, and then found herself back in the dilapidated mansion, clutching the mysterious object. Emerging from the mansion, Clara knew she had uncovered a secret that could change history. She glanced back at the mansion one last time before driving away, the weight of her discovery pressing on her mind. The key, now in her possession, held the potential to unlock the secrets of time itself, but its power came with great responsibility. As the village of Ravensbrück faded in her rearview mirror, Clara vowed to protect the key's secret, knowing that some mysteries are best left in the shadows, where they belong.